If you have ever said, I'll start budgeting or saving money or paying off debt when I'm in a better financial situation or I'm making more money, then this video is just for you, because guess what? I said the same thing too. Let's get into it. Before we get into this, let me just say this. This video is not about shame. It is about awareness. For some of you guys, a lot of you guys, you have said 2026 is going to be my year that I finally start saving money, or I finally start paying off debt. I finally start budgeting. I finally start managing my money and being a good steward over what God has blessed you with. And it took me until I got into my 40s, or excuse me, my late 30s, before I got out of the stuck mindset. So what I wanted to do was just give you some things that actually kept me stuck to kind of help you move past those things so you can really get started in 2026. I know I should have made this video probably last year in 2025, but I didn't, because the honest truth is there's a lot of people who still haven't started yet, but it's on your heart to start. And I want to talk to you, or even the person who you're finding it hard for you to get started. This video is to tell you that I see you, I am you, I've been there, I'm still there, I still have to check myself so that we can get on the other side of financial freedom. So let's get into it. Thinking that starting small is actually a failure. I didn't save money initially because I didn't see the value of saving $5. I didn't see the value of saving $1. I didn't see the value in saving my coins. I thought that I had to go big or go home. Save 20, save 100, save 200, 500. And that's what I wanted to start with out of the gate. But let me tell you something. For me, it just wasn't feasible. I couldn't start saving large dollar amounts until I started to save small dollar amounts, which helped me to change my mindset and know that a little bit does add up. I started with the $5 and the $1 savings challenge. A lot of you guys found me on my beginning journey when I saved $5 bills every single time that I received that, and I saved it for an entire year. And I actually had a few $1,000s saved just from saving $5 bills, $1 bills, and my coins. So contrary to popular belief, if it is popular belief, that you can do a lot with just a little. The trick is, or the secret is, just being consistent and not giving up. And a little bit adds up over time. So if you're that person who feels as though you have to go big or go home, trust me, go small and it's gonna take you long. I tried to rhyme with that, if you could see, but it didn't work out. But start small and it will literally take you to a place where you will begin to start saving so much money that you will shock yourself. Treating cash like it's old school instead of being powerful. Now, I will tell you, a lot of people do not like using cash because the number one complaint that I would hear, or excuse, I'm gonna use that. The number one excuse that I would hear is that people didn't want to visit the bank because the lines were long and it was a hassle to try to get to the bank. Now, I will say, I'm sure, and there are some banks that are still very busy, but in the world that we live in today, I can't tell you the last time that I have gone to a bank that was busy. There are some times where there is a line, but a lot of ATMs have even offered more than just $20 bills. They'll offer 1, 5s, 10s, and even 20s, 50s, and even 100s at the ATM, which gives you a lot more flexibility. So I would really encourage you to use cash. I will tell you, my life literally changed when I started using cash. that is when things started to look up. I saved more money than I had ever saved before. I started paying off debt. I started paying my bills on time, all from the principle of using cash. Whatever I had in my possession, that was all I had to use. All of the other money stayed in my account, and I was able to pay my bills peacefully on time, and life just got great. So do not believe the lie that cash is an inconvenience to use. It does take a little bit of getting used to. It took me a little bit of getting used to, but once I got used to it, game changer. Anytime I need to start over, like now, I am using cash because it is literally the cheat code. Not being intentional with my money and just letting it fly, not having a budget, not having a plan, even if it's a plan for the week or the next 2 weeks or the month. I know for me, sometimes thinking so far down the line might be overwhelming. So you may need to take bite pieces, smaller bite pieces. And once I started being intentional about every single red cent that I had, that is when my financial life literally took a turn for the absolute better. It is important that you start getting very intentional about your money, and start slow, start small. You don't have to reach for the stars yet. You don't have to start planning to buy a house yet. Start planning on how you're going to pay your bills on time every month. Start there. If it's one bill that you consistently pay late because you know how many late days you have before you get that late fee, or whatever the case, start being intentional and saying, you know what, I'm going to start paying this particular bill on time every single month. And then you let it grow from there. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Your finances are a marathon. It's until you actually die, and then beyond then. So you don't have to do everything just quick and so fast and in a hurry, because that's when we actually lose. So take your time and be intentional with your money and the plans that you have for your future. This really kept me, when I say in the dark, and my mind has changed, and I know now how important it is. But investing, thinking that investing is only for people with money, or thinking that you have to have a lot of money in order to invest, that is a lie from the pit of hell. And I will tell you, sometimes it's really difficult for us to even change our mindset when it comes to investing. But I have seen that even having something as common as a 401k can really save you. If I could take a 2.5 and give you a small little testimony, when I was laid off for a year, I was so happy that I had contributed to my 401k. Now, even though that's not something that we want to pull, we want to wait until we are retired. However, I was contributing money into my 401k, and that 401k has grown since then. And it was there for me if I needed to pull it. Now, God has came in and saved the day, but the bottom line is it was there for me. I have friends who have invested. They do invest, and they've needed thousands of dollars. And because they invested, they were able to pull from their investments so they can take care of what they needed to take care of. So let me tell you, and it wasn't because we are investing thousands of dollars. We're starting small. Now, I've done the 401k, and I will be opening up my palette to do more. I know a lot of people do other investments. So you want to learn. I'm not an investment guru at all. I always recommend Mommy Trader to go to her YouTube channel if you want to get ideas or help or anything. Go see a banker or something like that. I am not the girl for that one, okay? But I will tell you, investing is not only for rich people. People become rich because they invest. And the last thing that I will discuss, there are other things, but the last thing that I will discuss is just really refusing to change your mind about money. Refusing to learn about money and about credit and about investing. Just refusing because you're really stuck on the now. You're stuck on today. You're stuck on what you can afford today. You're stuck on how people view you today. You're stuck on the things that are not important, and you're really not planning for your future. Until I decided to really focus on what I really got going on, that was when I decided to change my mind about money. That is when I decided to really invest in myself and invest in my future. And when I look back through the years, I can see how things have so much changed in my life when it comes to finances. I don't think that I will ever go back. I don't care if I have to keep starting over again. I will never go back to the way that I was with money prior, because I was broke. I didn't have a plan. I was always robbing Peter to pay Paul. I was going negative in my checking account often. I was always late paying my bills. And that is just not the way to live. But you can get out of that cycle if you are there. I was able to get out of it, and I got out of it because I was tired of doing the same thing and nothing ever worked, and I wanted something out of life. I wanted to live a life where I wasn't perpetrating, but I was really being honest with the things that I have or the things that I'm able to acquire because I could really truly afford it. So you have to look at your why. I want us women to really get out of the rabbit hole or the cycle of just being bad with money. We don't have to be stuck when it comes to money. When you know better, sometimes we do better. But the saying goes, when we know better, we do better. So I am sharing with you a lot of the things that kept me stuck. I hope that this video was helpful for you. Please leave a comment down below if it was helpful for you, or even add some additional things for the community. Some things that maybe kept you stuck, or things you want to get out of being stuck in. We are here as a community to help one another. My goal is to help 1,000 women save $1,000 for the very first time. Please continue to leave your testimonies. You guys are leaving them, and I just light up every time I read them. But I'm going to start the campaign where I am recognizing women who's doing the hard work, and you're actually making movement. So thank you guys so much for being here on today's video. I will see you on the next one. Go be great, besties. Peace out.
You're special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you do.